when you're trying to understand, is your business healthy? Do you have a healthy pipeline? Is the money that you're spending actually returning well for you? And how do you know what the right returns are? This all happens with tracking. Now, maybe you're using a simple spreadsheet. Maybe you're using a pen and paper. Maybe you're not using anything. In this video, you will see how I have the owner of CTE, which is a dynamic spreadsheet. One of the hardest things as a real estate agent is to understand tracking. He goes over what the spreadsheet does, how it can benefit your business in quick 7 minutes. And welcome to my channel. Calvin Mergen is the creator of CTE. Why do you think tracking is so important as a whole?
With the market kind of shifting, to know where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are, being able to build something that's a business that is duplicatable and predictable is the only way to do that is by tracking your data.
When you look at tracking and how you help people understand, the returns and what's making them money and what to continue with, what does that look like?
If you're not familiar with CTE, there's only 3 areas of entry. One is your business plan. That's just done, once a year, unless you want to tweak it throughout the year. That'll take you 20 to 30 minutes to do. The heart of this system is my business. And this is just basically your contracts that you guys are listing, pending, and then closing. You just put them in here. The system does everything else for you. So if I jump into my business, I can see all of my pending contracts. It color codes everything for you. Anything closed is in green. And then when you enter in a contract, it asks you, where did that contract come from? So you can type in any lead source. So I can type in test and it'll take it, or you can choose from the drop down and add your lead sources. But what that does, when you add that lead source in, if you click on the source header here, I can see my business and where it's coming from. So I can see my top lead sources of my business, top listing lead source, where are my listings coming from, and then my top buyer lead sources. Again, geographical farm is my #1 lead source. We've sold 2 off of geographical farm. It shows me how much GCI we've made, what our net is. So basically if I'm running a team, I pay out team members on those geographical farms. I've actually netted 5,000, the volume. The other thing it does is it also shows me what do I currently have pending with that lead source. So I can see, is that lead source still producing business for me, or is there nothing in the pipeline for that lead source? And that may be something I want to monitor. If you put your listings in here, it'll show you what your active listings that you have under that lead source as well. It shows you the average commission you're generating from those lead sources and the average sales price as well. So it gives you a complete overview of all of your lead sources, what's working, what's not. It'll also show you throughout the year when that lead source was productive for you. So when did you generate revenue from that lead source?
How, as a business owner, do you read the reporting?
This homepage, it gives you a great snapshot of your business. So it shows you what you have for your active inventory. You can also track your active buyers, which I think is going to be a more prevalent thing now with the market shifting, because buyers aren't finding the homes as that they need. When you sign a buyer under buyer rep, it's just like a listing. You can put them in as active, put their price point that they're looking at. Then you can see how much revenue you have sitting out there in people under the buyer broker or buyer rep agreement. You're pending, you're closed, what your cost of sales of your business is. I can see that we're keeping 56% of our money that we're generating. As a CEO, as a business owner, that's a number I need to know. What percentage of my business am I actually keeping? And then you can actually enter in your expenses in here. And then it gives you a quick little summary here, your KPIs for the month. What's happening this month? I can see exactly what's going on here. And then some key metrics to keep an eye on. Most agents, if you ask them, they don't know these numbers here. What is your average listing sale price? I can see it's $281. My average listing commission is $7,800. Commission percent is 277. My listing sold days on the market.
Hi, I'm Stacie Peterson, and I'm the Realtors
buyer
business
sale price is $250. My commission, my average buyer commission percentage, and then how long they sit on the market. So it gives you some key metrics of your business that are going to things to keep an eye on, especially as these market shifts, to see if these things are dipping or if they're raising. Because if sales price dip, then it's going to, if you want to make the same amount of money, you're going to have to do more transactions. So things to keep an eye on. The CEO board. And what I love about this report is it shows me the entire year. It highlights the month that we're in. We're in September. And it shows me in the month, each month, what did we close? So I can see what we closed. My current month, it shows me what we've closed and what's forecasted to close. So I can see we're looking at 42 units for September. So it combines your closed and your forecasted here. So you can see the total. I can see my volume throughout the year, each month, what did we close? My GCI each month. I can see this month we've closed 102. 272 is projected to close because we have 170 pending. I can see my cost of sales. So as a CEO, where did our money go? So we generated 111,000. 47,000 went out to cost of sales, which was 42%. So our net GCI was 64,000. And then I punched in a few expenses. So it puts those in here. And then it shows me my profit each month. So being able to see from top to bottom of your business throughout the entire year. And it shows you you can see these are kind of grayed out because they haven't happened yet, but we're looking at your data and we're saying, well, based off of what you have pending in October, here's what you're looking at. In November, here's what you're looking at. December, and then here's your 2022 entire year totals. So as a CEO, you can see your business from top to bottom in one report and see your future months as well. If you're running a team, I like the snapshot. We get people like this one because it's fully customizable. You can choose what you want to see on here, and it has 4 different leaderboards for your team, and you can choose what you want to look at and any time frame you want to look at. So I'm looking yearly. I'm looking at the entire year. I can see on our team sold units. We've done 259. And I can see it automatically ranks everybody on our team. So I can see who's doing what. And I've got put under contract here. I could do listings sold. Who sold the most listings on our team? Boom, instantly pulls that data for me. The other one, the whiteboard, what this shows you is it goes in there and grabs all of your data. So it gives you a nice little view of your business and shows you all the contracts automatically.
Now you understand why tracking is important in your business, what it can do for you, and how it helps you understand where your business is going. If you found value in this video, please do like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.